Creating a New Global Society. November 14, 2016. Dear ones, you learned that 3D structures will fall only to be rebuilt in love, and so it is you are now noting the crumbling. Let us address how structures may be rebuilt in love. Perhaps you feel as if you are in quicksand, for you want the structures you are comfortable with to stabilize instead of creating new ones. Creating something new seems overwhelming, for you believe those who created the structures now falling or failing, depending on your perspective, were geniuses or touched by the stars. You fail to remember that past civilizations contain bits and pieces you might wish to incorporate into your current life. Honoring nature and living as equal humans seem impossible to implement now. Such concepts were only possible when communities and nations were much smaller. Or, those who created such nations are no longer alive, and there is no one to pick up that love banner. Beliefs you will soon discard, for you will feel the need for a world based on love instead of competition, rancor, and fear. Such does not mean you will become a statesperson, but instead that a new model is rising within each of you as you continue your personal search for love. And as each new philosophy arises, you of 5D will think en masse, no. Then, no, not quite right. And finally, yes, just as was true for the United States forefathers. For the divisions now occurring throughout the globe, whether political or personal, are about feeling less than others. The new global model, and it will be a global model, is about equalizing all. Not just a few. Nor discounting large numbers of humans, animals, and nature overall, as is true for your current societies. Some beg to differ, that the approach of your political candidate or you is all-encompassing. If such were true, the discomfort you now feel about others would not be possible. You accept all if they fit within your acceptance model. Would you have invited Adolf Hitler to dinner following World War II? Or do you invite the dirty street beggar who smells of alcohol to dinner with your children? Even though you might not acknowledge to yourself that such is true, you have biases. Such biases are shifting within you now. Not that you have to invite certain people to your house, but that you are comfortable with all being part of the world. For some of you would invite a street beggar to dinner but not the president of a GMO. And so it is that global events are pointing out how limited your acceptance of others and nature is. Many in the United States believe the creators of the United States Constitution and related documents were geniuses. Yet, nearly 300 years following the creation of those documents, the U.S. continues to be racially, sexually, religiously and financially divided. The founders may have written an outline of what was possible, but they did not believe in true equality any more than you do. In a sense, the Constitution and all written pieces surrounding it were a promise that is yet to be fulfilled. You have lied to yourselves that you are an accepting nation. And so it has happened throughout the globe. Of course, there have always been some humans who accepted other cultures, but they most often did so to nature's disadvantage. And so it continued with each succeeding generation, believing they were the good people, and all who did not fit within their beliefs, including nature, were to be conquered and controlled. You, of the United States, are focused on global industry to produce financial rewards. So it is you elected the person who emulates that particular piece in your minds. And so it is those who believe they think differently are upset. Donald Trump merely represents your society's focus for the past few generations. It is time for you to focus on your beliefs about governance. Does that mean you wish to be of the elite? Or inclusive? Or that some should be included and others excluded? Such is what you are grappling with internally. For hidden agendas are being exposed. And you have been as much a part of those hidden agendas as is every one of your culture, your society. Political movements are not possible without followers. Even though you declare you are not part of a particular following, such is not possible. For the human you are has subconsciously added to the mystery of governance for eons. You are you now, but you have not always been the same being. Adolf Hitler was not possible without society as a whole creating him. This thought, horrible as it is to many of you, is what you are wrestling with within you now. For indeed, society for eons before Adolf Hitler came to power believed the Jewish race inferior, based on the hanging of Jesus Christ. So the scapegoating continues. Muslims, homosexuals, women, nature, and on, all to be controlled by a superior. Scapegoating shifts with the times, meaning scapegoating is a reality within human society, not a universal reality. Political happenings throughout the world are a mirror to you of what you as a society have created. Do you wish to continue the current model or create a new one? If you wish to create a new model, you must first search within you to discover how you continue to support the current industrial military model. How do you wish it to be different? Do you wish it to be different? If you do not wish the model to be different, it is time for you to embrace what you have created over the eons. If you wish it to be different, you have as much input as anyone how the current model needs to shift. Even though you are unique, you are part of the society in which you live. Take control of that power, knowing that no one can lead you better than you can lead yourself. Stop giving your power away by telling yourself that you must accept things as they are. For by doing so, you neglect your being and your society. What are you going to do with your power? Many of you think you have little voice in governmental or even personal structures. You go to work every day for an employer you have little confidence in, to earn a few dollars to pay the rent for a home you only mildly enjoy. Giving your power away minute by minute, day by day. If you are a powerful creator, and you are, why do you feel you have less power than a president, chancellor, neighbor, terrorist, or cleric? They are all humans like yourself. What kind of world do you wish to live in? That is now your focus, for once you love yourself, that love shines throughout the globe. Your light is going to change the world. And you are going to change the world in ways that feel right within your new 5D heart. Do not be frightened of that power, for you will likely shift your beliefs as you move further into 5D. But you must start somewhere, creating the world in which you wish to live. It is time for you to start imagining the world. It does not have to be consistent with anyone, it is your world. So it is that you are becoming the lights of the world, one beacon after another. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com